Welcome back to FM Storey. It's time for the run-in to the end of Season 9 of this series where we're trying to end the dominance of Rangers and Celtic in Scottish football. This season is perhaps our best season so far in terms of trying to achieve our aim. We've already won the League Cup, we're in the semi-final of the Scottish Cup, and with 7 games left to play in the league, we're 8 points clear of Celtic at the top of the table. Can we go on and win the domestic treble? Let's find out. We've made it to the beginning of May and things have gone really well since the end of the last episode. We've won everything that we've played so far. We've managed to make it through to the final of the Scottish Cup and we've got 4 games left and we're 10 points clear of Celtic with 12 points left to play for. So if we win this next game against Dundee United at home, then we will secure the title for the first time in the save. Since the end of the last episode, we started with a comfortable 4-1 victory over Hearts. After they'd taken the lead, we were quickly back level and were 3-1 up by half time. Dunfermline, we got off to one of the worst starts we could have, with Santos getting sent off for a 2-footed lunge. We were 2-0 up at half time though. They didn't really threaten too much and the only goal they managed to get was an own goal, but we managed to hold on and come away with a 2-1 victory. We then had Hearts in the semi-final of the Scottish Cup and we hammered them 6-1 and also missed 2 penalties in that game as well. And then in the most recent league game, first half nothing much happened, second half all the action happened. We went 3-0 up away at Dunfermline, they pulled a goal back but we were able to hold on. So as we said, we are top of the table still. We're 10 points clear of Celtic with 12 points left to play for. So if we win this next game against Dundee United, we win the title. We might even win the title without that because Celtic are playing Rangers. We've got a plus 97 goal difference. So something's definitely gone right this season. We've got 120 goals and only conceded 23. And we're about as much at full strength as we're going to get, I think, for the rest of the season. So hopefully we can go into this game against Dundee United, wrap up a victory, win the title, and then that allows us to rest a few key players for the Scottish Cup final, where we're going to be playing Hibs, who beat Celtic in the other semi-final. So hopefully by the time this episode finishes, we'll have won a domestic treble. But first of all, we need to secure the league title, and we've got Dundee United up next. So this is the side we've selected to hopefully go out and win Motherwell's first league title since 1932. Carlos Medina is back from injury, so he's come into the midfield alongside Jorge Rodriguez. Santos is back from suspension, so he's straight back in at left back, and it's pretty much our strongest team. Dundee United had a great season this season. They're currently in 4th on 54 points, so they're likely to qualify for the Europa League unless they collapse in the last few games of the season. But hopefully we've got too much about us to be able to pick up a result. They have had to make one change to their team because they've got Gabriel Fleck on loan from us, so he's had to drop out because he can't play against us. But let's get the game going and see if we can wrap up this title. Right, so from the kickoff, Santos down the left hand side to Laterna, cross into the box. It's headed clear as far as Danny Smith, who drives past his defender, pulls it across. Laterna at the back post. Meikle heads it home, and we've taken the lead after 25 seconds in a game that we need to win the league title. I think this might be our day. Danny Smith gets there, pulls it back. Laterna heads it across goal, and Meikle just has a simple task to nod home and put us 1-0 up. Right, they've got to throw deep in our half, but Meikle gets back and wins it back. Smith to Meikle again, bringing it forwards, down the line looking for Kerr, but their defenders cut that out. Now they're attacking. Santos wins it, but they've still got it. Cross, pull back. So luckily, I think their own player got in the way of that. Laterna to Casanova. Kerr, we're breaking with at speed here. Goes from distance and it goes over the top. Right. We've gone back to Zebra. Out wide to Santos. Into Casanova. What a turn. Still going. Wide to Smith. Medina lifts the cross in. Casanova with the header. That's 2-0. And surely that's the title wrapped up now. There is still an hour left, but we seem to be cutting them open every time we go forward. Smith went down the outside, pulls it back. Medina just first time stands it up to the back post, and Casanova heads home past the keeper. Right, Kerr with the corner, deep in injury time. It's headed up in the air. Miko gets his head to it. It comes back to Kerr. Laterna pulls it back for Medina. Smashes it home. That's 3-0 right on the stroke of half time. And this is starting to turn into a party. Laterna just drives into the box, pulls it back to Medina, takes a touch to get it out of his feet, and then smashes it past the keeper. And 3-0 up. And that's the goal that puts us at a plus 100 goal difference as well. Right, 45 minutes now standing between us and winning the league title. Now they've got a free kick deep in their own half. They've swung it out to the right hand side. And now they've broken through the bit of pressure we had on them. But Santos has won the ball back. Goes back to Zebra, who plays it back to Santos down the left hand side, and he's got acres of space to move into. Down the line for Laterna. Cuts inside, driving towards the edge of the box, pulls it back to Smith, who goes round the outside, dinks it to the back post. Laterna header in off the post, 4-0, and it's title party time. This is what we've done so well this season. Fullbacks getting forward, getting to the byline and just crossing, and with the wide players and the two centre forwards and the midfield pushing forward. We've got so many players in the box to take chances like that. Right, a long throw from Elise. It comes back to him. To the back post looking for Deli Basic. They've headed clear and now they're breaking. And they've got Scanlon through on goal. And he fires wide. That's the first time they've really kind of threatened us in this game. Right, Elise with the throw. Laterna leaves it. It comes in the end to Ibrahimovic. Elise goes into Klemenko, who finds Ruiz de Galarreta. Laterna to Santos on the left hand side. He's going to go round the outside, pulls it back. Casanova's shot's blocked and they manage to scramble it clear. Right, in injury time, they've got a corner. And they've forced another corner. Good save by Zebra. At least it shows we haven't completely switched off, despite the fact that we're 4-0 up. And this time it's headed clear. They're attacking on the left hand side again. Played it back towards the edge of the area, but Ibrahimovic gets the ball. Laterna then breaking free. Still going. Plays it looking for Deli Basic. He's going to collect it on that touchline. Pulls it back to Klemenko. Danny Smith into Deli Basic. Squares it for Santos. Into the box. Has a go. And it's just over the top. And there we have it. 4-0 victors. And we are the champions. 10 points clear of Celtic. They can only get another 9 points. We've got a plus 101 goal difference. And I think we might have started to turn the tide in terms of the dominance. It's our first league title of the season. We've already won the Scottish League Cup final this season, and we've got the Scottish Cup final to come up, so we could even end this season with a treble. We've made it to the Scottish Cup final, and as you can see, we have some serious issues in picking a team, particularly a defence, in that we've got 2 centre-halves out, 1 suspended, 1 injured. We've got 2 left-backs out, 1 suspended, 1 injured. Obviously, we've now finished the league season. We managed to win the last 3 games of the season. We beat Celtic, we beat Hibs, we beat Rangers. We've ended up on 99 points and a goal difference of 110. We did score 136 goals in the league season. We only conceded 26, which was the lowest conceded by any team in the league as well. So after winning the title, we went to Celtic and still picked a pretty strong team. Basically, we blew them out of the water instead of the first 20 minutes. We were 3-0 up after 17 minutes. We ended up winning pretty comfortably 5-2. Then Hibs, we picked a pretty rotated team and came away with a 3-1 victory. And then last day of the season at home to Rangers, it was more like a first choice team, and we came away with another comfortable 4-0 victory. And now all attention turns to the Scottish Cup final to see if we can complete the domestic treble this season. So time for the cup final. This is the team we've picked. It was going to be Galarreta at the back anyway because Hiro was injured. Because Elise is suspended, we've opted for Carlos Medina to slot in there. Obviously, he doesn't have the height, but hopefully has enough quality. With the 2 left-backs missing, we're playing Leon King at left-back. And it means with Medina playing in the back that Rodriguez and Klemenko are the 2 in the centre midfield. Otherwise, it's pretty much our strongest 11 that we could put out. And hopefully, we can secure this treble. Right, Leon King with a throw. It's headed back to him. He goes infield to Jorge Rodriguez. Medina. Back to King. Turner down the line to Danny Smith. Goes round the outside. Still got it into Turner in the box. Pulls it back. How have we not scored there? It somehow turned onto the post, went back to Turner. The rebound's being turned behind for a corner. Klemenko takes it. Casanova got his head on it, but we couldn't get it on target. Right, we've got a free kick outside the box. Casanova stepping up to take it. Oh! What a way to open the score in the cup final. Buries it right in the top corner by the looks of it. And gave the keeper no chance. Keeper started moving to his left, anticipating it going in the far corner. He's bent it into that near corner. 1-0 up. Right, Medina bringing the ball forward. Out to Danny Smith. Back in field to Rodriguez. Down the line looking for Meikle, but it's been cut out. But Rodriguez gets on the end of it. They've not cleared the lines. He squares it. They've still got it in their own box. What a suicidal pass that was. Casanova made the challenge. Turner's there to pop it home. That's 2-0. And it's almost as if they're trying to help us win. Rodriguez took it to the byline. It's cut out. And Sadlak passing it to his own player with 2 of our players around him on the penalty spot. And that was always going to be a recipe for disaster. And we're 2-0 up and rolling towards this treble. Now, from the kick-off, right, we've forced them back to the goalkeeper. They've gone long from the goalkeeper. We've won the head. They've got it, though. It looks like they may be getting themselves back into this game here. Cross into the near post. We've half got a challenge in. And that's 2-1. And they've immediately hit back. We could and should have defended that so much better. I mean, we get a foot in here and just let them move it about, and then no one goes to close the shot down. Zebra got a hand to it, but couldn't keep it out, and that's 2-1, and the game's got a bit more tense again. Right, we've gone wide with a goal kick to King. Medina into Klemenko, had space to turn, finds Laterna, onto Casanova, gets to the byline, crosses towards the back post, it's headed clear as far as Danny Smith. He gives the ball away, and then they try and attack, but Rodriguez picks it up. Right, Medina out to King, back to Medina, into the midfield to Rodriguez, Meikle on to Smith, coming forward from right back into the box, and he's lashed that high and wide. Right, Medina to Ruiz de Galarreta, Smith goes past his man, crosses towards the back post, Laterna, it's headed clear as far as King, he squares it, Laterna goes down. It didn't look like a penalty, but it looks like that's what's been given. And it is a penalty. And up steps Kevin Meikle, and the keeper saves it. And there we go, half-time, 2-1 up. We should be much further ahead than that. We need to be careful in the second half to make sure we don't come unstuck. We've made a couple of changes at half-time. Klemenko and Kerr were a bit anonymous in the first half, and Kerr was struggling a bit fitness-wise. God, they've hit the woodwork. We needed to just make a few changes just to freshen it up. Those two players were anonymous, so we've brought on Ibrahimovic in midfield, and we brought on Deli Basic wide right. But we've got away with one there. Right, Medina gives the ball away. No. Thankfully, we got across to make sure he had to take the shot early. Right, we made another change just to hopefully tighten us up at the back. We've actually brought on another centre-half. We've brought on Marquez. We've moved Medina into the midfield. We've moved Ibrahimovic wide right. We've moved Deli Basic through the middle, and we've taken off Meikle. Hopefully that just makes us a bit more secure at the back. Right, King with a throw. Casanova back to King. Into Medina. And it's shoveled behind by the keeper for a corner. Ibrahimovic to take the corner. Swings it in. It's up in the air. And they managed to clear it. Right, King with the throw. Again to Casanova. Down to Ibrahimovic. King gets a cross in. We've hit the post. Castro just on the pitch. First one to react. Slots it home. 3-1 up. And a lot of the pressure taken off this. King gets the ball. Gets to the line. Crosses it. Rodriguez at the back post. Header hits the post. Castro's the first one to react. And that's 3-1. But we've got a highlight straight from the kickoff. Are they going to get straight back into this again? Carvalho. Oh, Smith makes a good tackle. Medina wins it. Deli Basic bringing it forward. Into Rodriguez. Castro. White Ibrahimovic. Back to Castro. What a goal that is. To really secure the cup. The full length of the pitch counter-attack. Deli Basic brought it forward. Rodriguez into Castro, takes a touch. A couple of touches, finds Ibrahimovic, first time ball, back to Castro, takes a touch. And then just smashes it into the roof of the net, past the keeper. 4-1 up. And it looks like the treble's ours. Right, we're going to end with 10 men because we made all our substitutions and Casanova's picked up an injury. But hopefully there's only a few minutes of injury time left. We're pretty secure with a 3-goal advantage. Clabinho in space on that left. King has been brilliant at left back. He got there. Ibrahimovic back to Marquez. Leon King. We've got the ball nicely at the back here. As long as we won't do anything stupid. Into Medina. Wide to Deli Basic. Danny Smith looking for Castro down the line, but it comes back to him. It's only a matter of seconds now. Danny Smith out. McAllister King to Ibrahimovic. Into McAllister in the box. And he scored on his last game for us before he leaves the club. Right at the death. Lovely bit of play between him and Ibrahimovic. Opens his body up and then just bends it into the bottom corner. So Ibrahimovic just plays it into McAllister, takes a couple of touches, opens his body up, and then just bends it into the corner, and that's 5-1. And there we have it, full time. I don't know whether it was the end of last season or the very, very beginning of this season, but we did say, having finished second in the league last season and having won the Europa League, that it was going to be a tough act to match that this season. Somehow we've gone on and won the treble. First league title for the club since 1932. We've won the League Cup, we've won the Cup, and really we've done it in style. I mean, we scored 136 goals in the league, conceded 26. We've been outstanding. Now we're just going to have to spend the summer trying to keep hold of these players. And there we have it. The end of another episode, the end of another season, and what a season it's been. Domestic treble, winning the Cup, the League Cup and the League, and the way we won the League as well. Really impressive season. Now the tough part is to back that up again next season. Obviously we've been top of the league for most of the season. Things have worked, but is that going to carry on? Have we now reached the stage where our squad is good enough to regularly finish at the top of the table? But I guess we'll find out next season. Join us next time to see what we managed to do in the transfer market ahead of season 10. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.